Well, I guess'n it be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
one.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What-
but
what
not
are you-
that big red one.
The-
The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny
You
one.
mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You
right.
don't know what you're doing.
I
That's
know
a
perfectly well what I'm doing.
Not that button. Oh,
I-
for crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, it's been a long week. We've been working around the ship, trying to get ready to set sail once again. And not just puttering around the port, but setting out for deep waters. For discombobulation be a true constabulation, or be something along those lines. With that, we need to stop and think for just a moment what it is all truly about. And I think we've touched on a few things. So welcome back, me mateys. Welcome back and enjoy another episode of The Captain's Quarters. And with starters, let's go to Tom Lair with We'll All Go Together When We Go.
I am reminded at this point of a fellow I used to know whose name was Henry. Only to give you an idea of what an individualist he was, he spelled it H-E-N-3-R-Y. The 3 was silent, you see. Henry was financially independent, having inherited his father's tar and feather business, and was therefore able to devote his full time to such intellectual pursuits as writing. I particularly remember a heartwarming novel of his about a young necrophiliac who finally achieved his boyhood ambition by becoming coroner. The rest of you can look it up when you get home. In addition to writing, he indulged in a good deal of philosophizing. Like so many contemporary philosophers, he especially enjoyed giving helpful advice to people who were happier than he was. And one particular bit of advice which I recall, which is the reason I bring up this whole dreary story, is something he said once before they took him away to the Massachusetts State Home for the Bewildered. He said, "Life is like a sewer. What you get out of it depends on what you put into it." It's always seemed to me that this is precisely the sort of dynamic, positive thinking that we so desperately need today in these trying times of crisis and universal brouhaha. And so with this in mind, I have here a modern, positive, dynamic, uplifting song in the tradition of the great old revival hymns. This one might more accurately be termed a survival hymn. It goes like this. When you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later those you love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives, to think of all the weeping they will do. But don't you worry, no more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday nevermore adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. Oh, what a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement and inspiring achievement. Yes, we all will go together when we go. We will all go together when we go, all suffused with an incandescent glow. No one will have the endurance to collect on his insurance. Lloyds of London will be loaded when they go. Oh, we will all fry together when we fry. We'll be French fried potatoes by and by. There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie. Yes, we all will fry together when we fry. Down by the old maelstrom, there'll be a storm before the calm, and we will all bake together when we bake. There'll be nobody present at the wake, with complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 3 billion hunks of well-done steak. Oh, we will all char together when we char, and let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum when you see that ICBM, and the party will be come as you are. Oh, we will all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. You will all go directly to your respective Valhallas. Go directly, do not pass, go, do not collect $200. And we will all go together when we go. Every Hottentot and every Eskimo. When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
Sent away for his pay when Credo came to play. Now he's up full of holes dead as a duck. Ooh. And I'm just a smuggler on the run from a hut. Hey. Jabba the Hutt. 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 Hey. I was feeling bad, now I'm doing well. Hooked up with Luke and Leia, blew the Death Star all to hell. And you might think I joined the Rebel Cause, but I'm a smuggler like I said, with the price on my head, y'all. And maybe I will make a break, so Jabba can get paid, but my heart'll ache every day. What the hey, wanna know why I decided to stay? I won't lie, that I can't deny. I did it all for the Wookiee, you can call him Chewie. And stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head. I did it all for the Wookiee, you can call him Chewie. And stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head. Why won't the engine run on my Millennium Falcon, huh? Gotta figure it out, gotta fix it. Where's every bounty hunter? Underneath the sun's coming to get me. I can't believe when I got to Cloud City, that bastard Darth Vader planned a trap for me. He had an evil agenda, he pulled a lever, thought he was clever, but would never surrender. Hey, Boba Fett, 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 hey. I did it all for the Wookiee, you can call him Chewie. Stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head. I did it all for the Wookiee's name is Chewie. Stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head. I did it all for the Wookiee, also known as Chewie. So stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head, stick it up your head.
is gonna be number one.
There be damnation with... I did it all for the Wookiee. Let's go get some breakfast for the Monty Python. I'm a tad bit hungry myself, so I think we should have ourselves a little tiny snack. Oh, nothing with too much spam, just a little bit of spam, with extra spam on the side, with a dash of spam to go with the spam. You wouldn't be thinking what I'd be getting ready to play next, would you? It's Monty Python's Spam.
Sit here, dear. Morning.
Morning.
Well, what you got?
Well, there's egg and bacon, egg, sausage and bacon, egg and spam, egg, bacon and spam, egg, bacon, sausage and spam, spam, bacon, sausage and spam, spam, egg, spam, bacon and spam, spam, sausage, spam, bacon, spam, tomato and spam, spam, egg and spam, spam, bacon, spam, and spam. Or lobster thermidor crevettes with the Mornay sauce served in the Provençal manner with shallots and aubergines garnished with truffle pâté, brandy and a fried egg on top and spam.
Have you got anything without spam?
Well, the spam, egg, sausage and spam. That's not got much spam in it.
I don't want any spam.
Why can't you have egg, bacon, spam and sausage?
That's got spam in it.
It hasn't got as much spam in it as spam, egg, sausage and spam, has it?
Could you do me egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam then? What do you mean? I don't like spam.
Spam, wonderful spam, wonderful spam,
Bloody Vikings. You can't have egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam.
I don't like spam.
Shh, dear, don't cause a fuss. I'll have your spam. I love it. I'm having spam, baked beans, spam, and spam.
Baked beans are off.
Well, can I have a spam instead of the baked beans then?
You mean spam and spam and spam?
Lovely spam, wonderful spam, lovely spam, wonderful
Our little dog is 6 years old and he's smart as any damn kid. But when you mention the VET, he damn near flips his lid. Words like SHOT shot or WORM worm. These are words that make him SQUIRM squirm. His QUARANTINE starts today, 'cause he bit the VET and then he ran away. He caused me and my wife to have a big fight, and then both of them bit me. And that's why I am gonna get a DIVORCE. Thanks. She shouted, "Get him, Rover!" And he jumped over and bit my LEG. She sank her teeth in my BUM and called me a Well, I'm telling you, that was my cue to get OFFski. And I'm going down to the town tonight to get a new BIRD. Oh yes, a QUARANTINE starts today. Both my wife and my wee scabby dog will soon be hauled away. That's why I spell out all of these words, so as my dog can't hear. Oh, I must admit, that dog is acting QUER queer. Oh yes, I must admit, my dog is acting QUER queer.
There be Billy Connolly's. D-I-O-V-R-C-E. I think. I'm not as smart as the dog, but I'll tell you me what. I can read it. I may not be able to write it, but I can also almost spell it. And it gets close enough. So we'll be going to commercial while I try to figure out how they spell that divorce thing there. And hopefully we don't have to talk too much to Babushka about it. Hey, ho.
I'm a spaceman. The moon and sun and all the stars are great big Tootsie Roll Pops. I'm a princess. Yes, my lord, it's a party tonight. We'll have Tootsie Roll Pops. All of the kids in the neighborhood say Tootsie Roll Pops are triple good. Triple good. And do you know why? Sure. Because 1, there's good tasting hard candy outside. And 2, there's a delicious center of Tootsie Roll inside. And 3, only Tootsie Roll Pops are said fun to eat. That's why they're triple good. And don't forget, Tootsie Roll Pops come in a party pack, too. 10 pops in assorted flavors. There's a game on the back that's lots of fun to do. All of the kids in the neighborhood say Tootsie Roll Pops are triple good. Triple good. You'll love Tootsie Roll Pops.
Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name, Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, you know, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Let's not be wasting any time. Let's be jumping right back into... Oh, yes, the music. We got to get right back to the music, or we'll lose track of where we should be. Or what do we mean? Well, let's get right back to the music and not be wasting any more time. I do believe we shall be turning it over to Pinkerton Bowden with Arab. What is it? Arab Alabama.
And the suspect, known as the Crisco Kid by the local police, was reported to have driven naked through supermarket parking lots, throwing chunks of lard at women shoppers. This just in from overseas, terrorists have taken an unspecified number of hostages and are demanding the release of a new Pinkard and Bowden record. Back here in America, the record company has decided to meet their demands.
Well, there ain't no PLO down in Arab, Alabama. And up in Paris, Tennessee, they don't eat escargot. And Irish people don't shoot each other in good old Dublin, Georgia. And there ain't no one named Gorbachev in Moscow, Idaho. And the streets of Berlin, Maryland ain't got no iron curtain. And folks from Cuba, Missouri ain't out hijacking planes. And people that live in London, Kentucky don't talk like Richard Burton. And there's only one kind of Coke that comes from Peru, Maine. I wouldn't put up with an Ayatollah if there was a Tehran, Texas, and mamas wouldn't name kids Momar in Tripoli, Arkansas. In San Salvador, Mississippi, mightn't be a right peaceful town. And if there was a Beirut, Louisiana, baby, I'd feel safe and sound. Oh, kick it. Let's take Castro to Kentucky and put a coal shovel in his hand and marry him off to one of Loretta's sisters. We'd never see him again. And put Arafat in a fur-lined hat and take all the sheetheads he knows and jumbo jet them to Nome, Alaska and make them be Eskimos. Well, there ain't no PLO down in Arab, Alabama. And up in Paris, Tennessee, they don't eat escargot. And Irish people don't shoot each other in good old Dublin, Georgia. There ain't no one named Gorbachev in Moscow, Idaho. I said a big truck takes the garbage off in Moscow, Idaho.
Thank you kindly.
Y'all take a beating.
One ringy dingy. A gracious good afternoon. Is this the party to whom I am speaking? Mr. George Meany? Good. Mr. Meany, this is Miss Tomlin from the telephone company. We have several complaints from the White House about nasty phone calls. No, not to the president, about the president. Well, it must have been you. Anybody who'd say those things about Mr. Nixon has to be a meanie. Communications Workers of America humor there. What's that? You say you're just mad because nobody explained phase 2 to you? Well, don't blame the president. Nobody explained it to him either. Oh, look, Mr. Meany, I can explain it. It's really very simple. You see, the Republicans figure if they don't bring up the economy now, the Democrats will bring it up during the campaign. Mr. Meany, control yourself. There you go again. If you don't watch that mouth of yours and what you're saying, the AFL and the CIO will be hearing from the FB of I and the CIA. Hello?
There be Lily Tomlin with Ernestine calls Mr. Meany. Oh, we've got something special for ye. It's a little bit of a touch, honey. It's me, Corky and the Juice Pigs, with I'm the Only Gay Eskimo.
The song we like to play for you now is a little ballad that we wrote years ago while on tour in the Yukon. I'm the only gay Eskimo. I'm the only one I know. I'm the only gay Eskimo in my tribe. I go out seal hunting with my best friend Tarka, but all I want to do is get into his parka. I'm the only gay Eskimo in my tribe. Well, me and Nuckfluck Chuckbuck, we both like blubber, but me, I've got this crazy fetish for rubber. I'm the only gay Eskimo in my tribe. I make a wish on the northern lights that I could find a decent pair of whaleskin tights. I'm the only gay Eskimo in my tribe. And the seals, they sing now. The these cold winter nights are taking their toll. I even get excited when I see the North Pole. See the North Pole. I'm the only gay Eskimo. Only gay Eskimo. I'm the only one I know. I'm the only one I know. I'm the only gay Eskimo in my tribe. Now, like the Proclaimers would sing it, I'm the only gay Eskimo. I'm the only one I know. I'm the only gay Eskimo in my tribe. Like Bob Dylan. I'm the only gay Eskimo. I'm the only one I know. I'm the only gay Eskimo. Like Rick Ocasek from the Cars. I'm the only gay Eskimo. The only one I know. I'm the only gay Eskimo. She used to be mine. Like Oasis. I'm the only gay Eskimo. Like Van Morrison.
The only Eskimo. I ain't seen it coming on the street. I'm a ton of this. Jesus Christ fits in there somehow as well. And the crack was good.
Well, I'm the only gay Eskimo. I'm the only one I know. I'm the only gay Eskimo in my tribe.
Well, let me tell you about the Steve Allen Show. First, Steve Allen, I want to tell you about him. Of all the comedians that I've ever met, he is the most literate. Second, he's the most moral comic I ever met. Guy is very conscious of societal problems and interested in them, and not only talks about it, but does things about it. So he's a good man, a good person, without being saccharine and old showbiz. I really dig him for that. I did the show twice. I was a little bugged with the show because of continuity, of censors. If I do a show, I don't know, if I work for an hour here, out of the hour I'll do maybe, although I create everything myself and everything I tell you and make you laugh that I've created on the stage, of the hour I will ad-lib 4 minutes tops. Sometimes very fertile, about 10 minutes, but that's a good night. Usually about 4 minutes, top, free form. But for me ever to have to come out and open with the same word every night and finish with the same word and do the same bits in each show in order, then I don't feel like a comic at all. And you got to do this on television, and it's a bug for me. They sat me down there, and they all sat there, 15 guys, and I'm doing the bits. Steve Allen's got a very hip sense of humor, and he cracks up at everything I'm doing. Producer Bill Harback is hip, but he's got a little more to lose. So he gives these kind of laughs like, ha ha, gee, Now I went into a bit they didn't let me do on the Allen Show. I have a tattoo. It's not a cockamamie or anything, it doesn't rub off. Because of this tattoo, I never can be buried in a Jewish cemetery. That's the Orthodox scene. You have to go out of the world the way you came in, no marks, no changes, which certainly disobeys the rabbi philosophy. I don't know where that swings. I got back from Malta, so I'm over at my aunt's house in Jamaica, Long Island. I'm in the kitchen, I'm washing with a Roki soap. She pins the tattoo. So she looks and she flips. She's a real Jewish seagull, you see. Look what you did. You ruined your arm. You can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery. I said, Mima, what are you nudging me? They'll cut this off, they'll bury this in a Gentile cemetery. All right? Okay. Now, the guy says to me, you can't do that joke. Why not? He says, well, it's definitely offensive to the Jewish people. I says, and you're out of your nut, man. He says, no, that's it. Son, any time we get any satires, any ethnic groups, there's a lot of male and you can't do the joke. I said, well, screw it. I'm not going to do the show, man. That's it. So he always goes, ha, 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 ha. That's the first defense with me all the time. Like, ha, ha, he's a nut, right? Oh, no, don't be a baby. Be a man. Sell out. make any bones about the fact that sometimes I'm irreverent and sometimes I allow myself, this is a rationalization, the same poetic license as Tennessee Williams or Shakespeare. If I want to, if it's, in other words, I'll never use four-letter words for shock value, for laugh, but if it fits the character, then I want to swing with it and say it. Naturally, I know I can't do this on television, but here I'm not making any scatological references, I'm just doing a true kind of bit. So now, I'm really getting hot with a guy. You're not going to do the joke, and yes, and don't tell us, and blah, blah. Well, listen, we'll talk, we'll have a meeting. He says, you can't, don't no meeting. This guy's really putting zingers in. There's one guy, I really hate him, he's got a Bank of America collar there, you know. And he said, he can't, it's offensive to the Jewish people. Now they argue for about an hour. They keep me in the corner. I'm like the leper with a bell on my neck waiting. The guy goes, Zach, he says, we talked it all over, Lenny. You know, it's definitely offensive to the Gentile people, too. Oh, yeah? How do you figure that? He says, well, what you're saying in essence is that the Gentiles don't care what they bury.
There be the stand-up legend of Lenny Bruce, that's right, talking about the Steve Allen Show. And the offensive joke. Now, we have let's see, what do we have? Maybe Rose in the arrangements with the cockroach that hate Cincinnati.
Touch that dial. I must offer to you a confession. I like movies that give me a fright. If the subject is horror, I've got to see more, or I won't be contented all night. You may call it my ghoulish obsession. It's a subject on which I get chatty. But the worst one, it seems, haunting all of my dreams, was the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. I've seen ghouls and hobgoblins and witches, and some moth-eaten werewolves with fangs. There were creatures that chattered and others that clattered, and Japanese monsters with bangs. Frankenstein gives me the shakes, and Count Dracula's driving me batty. But they're not on a par with the worst one by far, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Oh, he must have needed a seltzer. It's amazing how much he got down. For lunch he just chew up a suburb or two, and for dinner he ate the whole town. Willard just sent me out laughing. I thought Ben looked a little bit ratty. Watch, sorry about that. But they're not half as bad as the worst scare I've had, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Oh, my heart nearly stopped, he will never be topped, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Ole!
Ole? That's dumb.
Now, whoever said a good man was hard to find, positively, absolutely sure was blind. 'Cause I've just found the best man that ever was, and here's just a few of the things that he does. Ow. He shakes my ashes, greases my griddle, churns my butter, and he strokes my fiddle. Oh, my man is such a handy man. Now he threads my needle, and he creams my wheat, heats my heater, and he chops my meat. He's a mess. My man is such a handy man. Now I don't care if you believe it or not, he's a mighty nice man to have around. 'Cause when my furnace gets too hot, he's right there to turn my damper down. For everything, that man of mine's got a scheme. And honey, it's amazing the way he handles my machine. My man is such a handy man. Oh, that man is a mess. Out. He flaps my flapjacks, cleans off the table, feeds the horses in my stable. My man is such a handy man. And do you know, sometimes he's up way before dawn, busy cleaning the rough edges off my lawn. My man is such a handy man. Now he never has a single word to say while he's working hard, poor soul. And I'd give anything if you could see the way he handles my front yard. Ow. Now my ice never gets a chance to melt away, 'cause he sees that I get a nice fresh piece every day. My man is such a handy man.
Well, there be Alberta Hunter with my handyman. We be cutting to commercial right now. Hard to pay the powder bill. And I don't mean to powder your nose. I'm talking to powder the cannons. We got to have a proper amount of gunpowder so we can properly say hello to the neighbors. Don't be forgetting, we have the vintage commercials to begin with, and then we go into the serious sponsors.
Hey, 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 that supply of Ritz seems on the fritz.
No, stop, darling. Don't blow your top. I always keep another box handy.
Dandy! He knows Ritz crackers are richer, crisper, and his mouth is full, or he'd help us whisper. Only Nabisco bakes Ritz.
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs, and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see, it comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a-coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Well, I wanted to point out a few things, I'll be one of them that you can be calling in your requests. Don't be forgetting. 323-EVO. That's 1-323-432-8346. That's 1-323-432-8346. One of the great things about, shall we say, comedy music or parodies or any of these kind of things is sometimes to point out the absurdity of life and how we can look at things in different ways. Dark humor can sometimes pull you through dark times, or it can just be fun all the way around. I'm going to play 2 songs back to back right now. One is a wonderful, beautiful tweet and a sweet little song that will make you just go, oh, that's so nice, and that makes me heart just sing all the way to the heavens. And then the other one, well, it's the same subject, but in a very dark and twisted way. And that's what comedy is truly all about. Sometimes taking things, twisting it up, throwing it back at us, and say, see, it can be always worse or better or messed up. It's about making you laugh. It's about making you think that the world be different. It isn't always about just making, oh, isn't this safe and cute and purty. Comedy ain't purty. Comedy ain't safe. Comedy is about sometimes stepping on your toes and then going, oopsie. Ha 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 ha. Kenny Loggins now with Return to Pooh Corner.
Christopher Robin and I walked along under branches lit up by the moon, posing our questions to Owl and Dior as our days disappear all too soon. But I've wandered much further today than I should, and I can't seem to find my way back to the wood. So help me if you can. I've gotta get back to the house at Pooh Corner by 1. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, chase all the clouds from the sky, back to the days of Christopher Robin and Pooh. Winnie the Pooh doesn't know what to do, got a honey jar stuck on his nose. He came to me asking help and advice. From here no one knows where he goes. So I sent him to ask of the owl if he's there, how to loosen a jar from the nose of a bear. Help me if you can. I've gotta get back to the house, Pooh Corner by 1. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, chase all the clouds from the sky, back to the days of Christopher Robin and Pooh. Hard to explain how a few precious things seem to follow throughout all our lives. After all said and done, I was watching my son sleeping there with my bear by his side. So I tucked him in, I kissed him, and as I was gone, I swear that old bear whispered, boy, welcome home. Believe me if you can, I've finally come back to the house at Pooh Corner by 1. And what do you know, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, chase chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin. To the ways of Christopher Robin. To the days of
Christopher Robin is saying his prayers, but no one is up there. Nobody cares. Christopher Robin, he prays to the Lord for the starving young children, for the old and the cold. Christopher Robin, he falls to his knees, wailing and crying, alone in the night. Christopher Robin, his face wet with tears. I'm praying to Jesus, I hope that he hears. Christopher Robin, he does what he's told. Christopher's a darling, his heart glistens like gold. Christopher Robin, his soul is confused. Good and evil start to struggle, but virtue loses. Christopher Robin, face to face with a foe, all over the world, he sees evil win, and so Christopher has a secret, one that he mustn't tell. He's drawn up a contract with the devil in hell. Christopher was greedy, Christopher was bad. He sold his soul to Satan, boy will he be sad. Christopher Robin has a familiar. Christopher had a vision, into that abyss he saw. Christopher Robin never wanted to die. The devil promised him sweeties, but the devil lied. Christopher Robin, his face wet with tears. I'm praying to Jesus, I do hope that he hears. Christopher Robin, he does what he's told. Christopher is a darling, his heart glistens like gold. Poor Christopher Robin, whose soul is confused. Good and evil start to struggle, but virtue loses. Christopher Robin is face to face with a foe. All over the world, he sees evil win, and so Christopher's on a journey. He shall not return. In life he liked praying, now he's gonna burn. Christopher Robin, he falls down the stairs, his nightshirt ripped open, his flesh torn and bare. Christopher Robin is confined to his bed, locked up in the darkness, alone till he's dead. Satan is patient, he's always got time. Now Christopher's a patient, as he in hospital lies. Christopher Robin, his face wet with tears. I'm praying to Jesus, I hope that he hears. Christopher Robin did what he was told. Christopher was a darling, his heart glistened like gold. Poor Christopher Robin, his soul was too confused. Good and evil start to struggle, but virtue loses. Christopher Robin, face to face with a foe, all over the world, he sees evil win, and so each tale has a message. We all must agree. All children who start praying will burn in eternity. Each tale has a message. Oh, we must agree. All children who start praying will burn in eternity. Christopher Robin, what a life. Never thought it would come to this. He called on Bruce, he called on Bruce. Dungeons and Dragons were his only joy. Christopher Robin, what did you get into? And where will you go? In hell, burning and playing in a lake of fire with all those other sinners. Fingers burnt, Christopher Robin, and there
I hope you be saying what I be laying down, as the young people be saying. Or no, is it? You be picking up what I be putting down. It's something like that, with about a comedy. Some of that may have offended ye, and others would have been laughing. And then there'll be other times when someone else will be offended by one thing, and something else will make ye laugh. It's all about everybody having something of a good time. And there be current 93 HOH with The Fall of Christopher Robin. Oh, now let's see. What else we got here to play?
Okay, Bobby. We's getting ready, leave the port, head to the deep sea. But first, we's got finish this retrofit. I already said we need get rid of the bowling alley and put in the shooting range. Mine crossbows, they's getting rusty. We need good way to practice. How else is Molly gonna protect herself from the hordes of followers? I don't want to hear excuses. Just get it done, or I will.
Well, since when have we had a bowling alley? Where it be?
I love your elbows, your knees, your knuckles too. I love your nostrils, your dentures when you chew. I love your bunions, your boils and warts, it's true because you're you. I thrill for hours to hear you waddle by. When you start belching, my heart begins to fly. I love your earwax and spinal cracks, it's true because you're you. No one else will do. I just adore your open running sores, the little stains that say I love you too. Your moldy breath is like a kiss of death. Save them all for me, I beg you do. No one else can dribble quite like you. I love your dandruff, your scaly ears and more. I love the earthquake that happens when you snore. I love your goiters and blisters, yes it's true because you're you. No one else will do. My love's so feminine, whenever you break wind, the neighbors scream and scatter by the score. Each time you sneeze, you start a new disease. You always do the things that I adore. No one else on earth could ask for more. I love your odor and the hair between your toes. I love your glass eye and the things inside your nose. I love your drooling, no fooling, yes it's true because you're you. Just because you're you. No one else will do. Just because you're you.
Here's something funny Johnny said one time. One of the dumbest things I think he's ever said. Like I told you, I'm Korean. I went to Korea for the first time in my life about 15 years ago. And I told Johnny, I said, hey, Johnny, I'm going to Korea. He goes, God, that's just like going to a different country. Kind of like Bodley go, ain't it there, buddy? Now, I don't speak Korean, not one word at all. That was really weird for me, you know, because Korean people, they'd walk up and start talking to me. You know, I'm like, how y'all doing? Get away from me. And I went with my dad. This was really weird, because, you know, here in Knoxville, when I was growing up, we're the only Asian people. My dad's the only Asian man I'd ever seen before I went to Korea. So I'd always pick him out of any crowd like that. Well, this reversed on me in Korea. We got the plane, he walked 20 feet away, and I just lost him. I found him like an hour later. And I'm like, Dad, don't leave me, man. They're talking to me. I The next day in Korea, I'm waiting on a bus, just minding my own business. This American girl walked up. All the Korean people she can pull out of the crowd, she pulls me out of the crowd and goes, "Is this the bussy that goes-y downy towny?" I just looked at her and said, "I reckon so." Bless your heart. Y'all been great. I'm gonna go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank y'all very much. Thank you.
That there be Henry Cho with Korea. It's like a different country. And before that, let's see. Ah, yes, we had the duh with Because You're You. A certain person in your life that truly just plucks away at your the strings of your heart. Yeah, they pluck like an old chicken. Don't be forgetting calling 323 heave-ho. That's 1-323-432-8346. You can also be sending us by the Mail of E or the Book of Face. We've got ourselves a page and a group right there on the Book of Face. Just look it up. It'd be the Captain's Quarters, 106.5. If it's a group, you'll have a good giggle. If it's a page, you'll have a good look. And we also have links there to our older shows. That'd be right. You can link there to the tube of you and enjoy for the past many months of the Captain's Quarters. We still be having the final 40, the witching hour, and more music coming your way in the next hour.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant.
Hi, my name is Alfred Sneasley, and when I go to Heroes Comic Shop on 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York, I'm always greeted with a big smile from Jared.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, how are you today?
And his selection of comics and graphic novels, it's just amazing. I mean, it's what I always dreamed I could be. And he always treats me like the hero I am inside.
I don't just read about the heroes, I become the hero! At Heroes Comic Shop, I become the hero Mom always wanted me to be!
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Now up and away! You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
Welcome back to the second hour of me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the Mail of E.
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323 heave-ho.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Abash, you old bat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Johnny! Johnny!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it's be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. I need not be reminding ye that we must be daft in the head before the witching hour be upon us, or we shall all be swept away in the maelstrom of that which it be. To be helping us get there, we be listening now to Insane Ian with Hufflepuffs.
myself cause I'm Hufflepuff. It's the Hogwarts house still kicking up dust. So let me loosen up my house robes and let me drop this in your earlobes. Cause I'ma break it down to the nitty gritty one time. When it comes to the spells I get busy with mine. Don't mean to boast, I've come to roast every house ghost and wizard from coast to coast. Hufflepuffs ain't the ones to brag, son. We'll help you open up the egg of a dragon. Where the house is just and loyal, we're unafraid of toil, bound to foil Crab and Goyle and all they plan to spoil. Our emblem is the badger, often underestimated. We fight to protect, we're never intimidated. You mess with one of us and we'll test your luck, cause honey badgers just don't give a Hufflepuff. I rock rough and stuff with my Hufflepuffs. Hey, rock on with your fair self. I rock rough and stuff with my Hufflepuffs. Hey, rock on with your loyal self. Hitting MCs with Expelliarmus. This disarming charm will leave them harmless. They're jimmies, we rustle, our magic's our muscle. Always trying to prove that you can't knock the Huffle. They say a Hufflepuff will make the best spouse, and we've never had a dark wizard come from our house. We're cautious, smart wizards, and we're down for whatever. We're better at herbology than potions with sever. Us, the clever us, never fuss with things outside our grasp. We're so intelligent, but get the B's in the class. So we might not be as clever as the others all along. We never even brag, well, other than this song. We don't need accolades, we always lose with grace. There's no such thing as shame for only getting second place. When it comes to wizarding, we're really quite mellow. Rep the house in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I rock rough and stuff with my Hufflepuffs. Hey, rock on with your fair self. I rock rough and stuff with my Hufflepuffs. Hey, rock on with your loyal self. When it comes to the Huffle, we puffs know it's subtle. Never tell on a wizard if they might be half muggle. We're loyal and trustworthy, we'll help you in a hurry. Never worry, cause surely we'll defend you with fury. And when it comes to parties, we know what's kicking. A Huffle party's bitchin', cause we're right next to the kitchen. We're itching for a good time, we're known to laugh and sing. And like the muggle spike, we always do the right thing. We'll defend to the end, Hogwarts friends and bring the peace. And help catalog where to find fantastic beats. We'll finish every fight, but we're not known to start one. Maybe that's why they say our house is the smart one. But we like games too, we're not all about business. So it'd be really nice if our house was good at Quidditch. With a seeker or keeper, it's always lots of fun. But we got 99 problems and a snitch is one. I rock rough and stuff with my Hufflepuffs. Hey, rock on with your fair self. I rock rough and stuff with my Hufflepuffs. Hey, rock on with your loyal self. I rock rough and stuff with my Hufflepuffs. Hey, rock on with your fair self. I rock rough and stuff with my Hufflepuffs. Hey, rock on with your
My girlfriend go over, but I sent her away, 'cause she almost knocked the supper off my TV tray. Bring a load of RC Cola, TV dinner, a plate of Twinkies, and takes a pink burrito for to keep me clean. TV dinner is the meal that I'm loving. Take off the foil, 30 minutes in the oven. Bring a load of RC Cola, a TV dinner, a plate of Twinkies, and takes a pink burrito for to keep me clean. Don't like no carrots, can't stand no peas, but a pack of ding dong bring me down to my knees. Bring a load of RC Cola, a TV dinner, a plate of Twinkies, and it takes a pink burrito for to keep me clean. Girlfriend sweet, she ain't like no other. Lets me spend all day in front of that 24-inch color. Brings a load of RC Cola, a TV dinner, a plate of Twinkies, and takes a pink burrito for to keep me clean. Only one thing makes me jump up and holler. TV breaks down during bowling for dollars. Get a load of RC Cola, and TV dinner, and plate of Twinkies, and takes a pink burrito for to keep me clean. Oh yeah, French fries.
There be our crumb with get a load of this. There be shall we say, vintage or dated lyrics. When be the last time that ye took the foil off of a TV dinner? No, you haven't? It's been quite some time. Or maybe you never even seen it had that way. That's because you have all the frozen meals. They just have a nice little plastic slip carver on there. And it's very, very different than what it used to be. I sometimes wish back for the days of the foil carver that was 9,000 degrees when you tried to pull it back. From this, we shall go straight into, well, we'll find out.
Hello, I'm Giuseppe. I got something special for you. Ready? Uno, due, tre, quattro. When I was a boy, just about the 8th grade, Mama used to say, don't stay out late with the bad boys. Always shoot the pool, Giuseppe, going to flunk a school. Boy, it make me sick, all the thing I gotta do. I can't get no kicks, I always got to follow rules. Boy, it make me sick, just to make the lousy bucks. Got to feel like a fool. And the mama used to say all the time, what's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nice place. Ah, shut up your face. That's my mom, I can remember. Big accordion solo. Play that thing. Really nice, really nice. But soon there come a day, gonna be a bigger star. Then they make a TV shows and the movies. Get myself a new car, but still I be myself. I don't want it to change a thing. Still a dance and a sing. I think about the mama, she used to say, what's the matter you? Hey, God no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nice place. Ah, shut up your face. Mama, she said it all of the time. What's the matter you? Hey, God no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. That's my mom. Hello everybody. That's out there on the radio and the TV land. Did you know I had the big hit the song in Italy with this? Shut up your face. I sing this song, all of my fans applaud, they clap their hands. But to make me feel so good. You ought to learn this song, it's real simple. See, I sing, what's the matter you? You sing, hey! Then I sing the rest. And then at the end, we can all sing, ah, shut up your face. Okay, let's try it, really. Uno, due, tre, quattro. What's the matter you? Hey! God no respect. Hey! What do you think you do? Hey! Why you look so sad? Hey! It's not so bad. Hey! It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. That's great. We're gonna do the better this time, I bet. Hey, what's the matter you? Hey! God no respect. Hey! What do you think you do? Hey! Why you look so sad? Hey! It's not so bad. Hey! It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. Okay, one time for mama, everybody. What's the matter you? Hey! God no respect. Hey! What do you think you do? Hey! Why you look so sad? Hey! It's not so bad. Hey! It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face.
I have a sad story to tell you. It may hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked into my bathroom, I stepped in a big pile of shaving cream. Be nice and clean, shave every day and you'll always look keen. I think I'll break off with my girlfriend. Her antics are queer, I'll admit. Each time I say, darling, I love you, she tells me that I'm full of shaving cream. Be nice and clean, shave every day and you'll always look keen. Our baby fell out of the window. You'd think that her head would be split, but good luck was with her that morning. She fell in a barrel of shaving cream. Be nice and clean, shave every day and you'll always look keen. An old lady died in a bathtub. She died from a terrible fit. In order to fulfill her wishes, she was buried in 6 feet of shaving cream. Be nice and clean, shave every day and you'll always look keen. When I was in France with the army, one day I looked into my kit. I thought I would find me a sandwich, but the darn thing was loaded with shaving cream. Be nice and clean, shave every day and you'll always look keen. And now, folks, my story is ended. I think it is time I should quit. If any of you feel offended, stick your head in a barrel of shaving cream. Be nice and clean, shave every day and you'll always look keen.
That's right. Yes, it's a song about a problem and how with good old American ingenuity, some people attempt to solve it. The song is called The Draft Dodger Rag. Count it off, George.
Oh, I'd prefer not.
Dickie, you count it off.
No, you'd count it off, Tommy. You're the one with the natural rhythm. You're the great musician.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, we're just typical American boys from a typical American town. We believe in God and Senator Dodd and keeping old Castro down.
And when it came our time to serve, we knew better dead than red. But when we got to the draft board, buddy, this is what we said.
Oh, well, I'm only 18, I got a rough shit spleen, and I always carry a purse. Got eyes like a bat, and my feet are flat, and my asthma's getting worse. Oh, when I think of my career, and my sweetheart dear, and my poor old invalid aunt. Besides, I ain't no fool, I'm going to school, and I'm working in a defense plant. Got a dislocated disc and a cracked up back. I'm allergic to flowers and bugs.
And when a bombshell hits, I get psychedelic fits. I'm addicted to 1,000 drugs. When the weakness flows, I can't touch my toes. I can hardly touch my knees. And if the enemy came close to me, friend, why, I'd probably sneeze.
But when I'm only 18, got a rough shit spleen, and I always carry a purse. Got eyes like a bat, and my feet are flat, and my asthma's getting worse.
Sweet. When I think of my career and my sweetheart dear, and the
poor old invalid aunt. Besides, I ain't no fool, I'm going to school, and I'm working in a defense plant.
Now, Ho Chi Minh sure ain't no friend, that's plain for all to see. And I know someone's got a fight over there, but why does it have to be me?
So I wish you well, Sarge. Give 'em heck, I'm bound for Canada, you know.
And if you ever get a war without blood and gore, boy, I'll be the first to go. But until then, Mr. McNamara,
I'm only 18, I got a ruptured spleen, and I always carry a purse. I got eyes like a bat, and my feet are flat, and my asthma's getting worse. Oh, when I think of my career, and my sweetheart dear, and my poor old invalid aunt. Besides, I ain't no fool, I'm going to school, and I'm working in a defense plant. Make love, not war.
let's see. Ah, yes, that'd be Melanie Bell, Paul Quinn with Shaving Cream Song. Before that, we had Joe Dorsey with Shut Up, Your Face. That was a day and age when people spoke what they meant and meant what they spoke, or at least they let you think they did. We'll be cutting a commercial. When we return, it'll be the final 40. That's where you tell us where you be headed, or we be headed, and we decide whether we go straight into the rocks or out into the deep waters. And I've heard some of the requests. I think we're going awful close to the shoals, and it shall be an adventure for all.
Finally, a robot to stop ladies from squeezing Charmin. Don't squeeze Charmin. Don't squeeze Charmin.
Charmin's doubly fluffy, doubly irresistible.
Don't squeeze. Fluffy. Squeeze Charmin. Squeeze Charmin. Squeeze.
Squeezack's right. Charmin made the ordinary way might not get squeezed, but Charmin's doubly fluffy. It's so squeezably soft.
It's doubly irresistible. Don't squeeze Charmin. Don't squeeze Charmin. Don't.
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see, it comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Will it be about that time when we have to make a decision? Do we go the final 40, or do we just run away like a bunch of little scared children? Ah, that's not what we do around here. We take it straight on, we head right into the storm, and see what shall be seen. We shall look it straight in the eye. And with that, let's go straight to the bone lines and see what we're up against.
Greetings, Captain. Here's the scoop. While I swab the deck of poop, I'd love to hear alley-oop.
There's a man in the funny papers we all know. He lives way back a long time ago. He don't eat nothing but a bear cat stew. Well, this cat's name is Alley-Oo. He got a chauffeur that's a genuine dinosaur. And he can knuckle your head before you count to 4. He got a big ugly club and a head full of hair. Like great big lions and grizzly bears. He's the toughest man there is alive. Wearing clothes from a wildcat's hide. He's the king of the jungle jive. Look at that caveman go. He rides through the jungle tearing limbs off of trees. Knocking great big monsters dead on their knees. The cats don't bug him cause they know better. Cause he's a mean motor scooter and a bad go-getter. He's He's the toughest man there is alive. Wears clothes from a wildcat's hide. He's the king of the jungle jive. Look at that caveman go. There he goes. Look at that caveman go. He sure is hip, ain't he? Like what's happening? He's too much. Ride, Daddy, ride. Hi-yo, dinosaur. Ride, Daddy, ride. Get 'em, man. Like Hipsville.
This is Kathy Forrest coming to you live from a big pile of primeval ooze for the running of the classic human race. It's the top of the Precambrian era, and speculation is flying fast and furious over who will evolve first and become the human race. Let's join Chuck Darwin as he calls the action.
There's the bolt of lightning. Flare off. Single cells and bacteria taking an early lead, followed by amoebas, protozoa, and zygotes forming a gamete. They're bunching up on the straightaway into multi-celled organisms. It's plants and animals as they hit the bend and start dividing into various phylum. Every class and order is mutating and jockeying for the best positions. Into turn one, Arthropoda is showing surprisingly solid form, and even the long-shot Chordata is displaying real backbone. On the straightaway, fish pull ahead with elongated fins. Crustaceans hard at it, emerging from the primeval soup onto dry track. It's early landforms in the lead, with fish and worms. They're neck and neck. Now their arms and neck. Now their arms, legs, and neck. Dinosaurs, the odds-on favorite, are really taking over. Plants are out of the running and mammals are scurrying for cover. But wait a minute, what's this? A meteor collision in turn 2 has pulled the dinosaurs from the race. Now it's all up to the mammals, carnivores, herbivores, aquatic, and land. The opposing thumb is really showing its stuff. The crowd is on their feet, and so is Homo erectus. He's ahead by a skull, but here comes Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, Homo sapiens take the lead, and Ronald Reagan drops the bomb, and that's the end of the human race.
And there be the Frantics with the human race. Before that, we had the Hollywood Argyles with, obviously, as you heard, Alley-oop. Now, we jumping right back to the phone lines and see if we need to be jumping overboard to save our own necks.
Arr, I need to hear the rock star shanty by the lottery winners. Arr!
I'm through with standing in line to pubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth and I'm never gonna win. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. Tell me what you want. I want a huge sail that'll hold the squalls and a big black ship with some cannonballs. Don't wanna join Davy Jones 20,000 leagues under the sea. So how you gonna do it? I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. Might even grow my beard and change my name. We all just wanna be big rock stars, living hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We all stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars and the VIPs with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there, every playboy bunny with the bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary and today's who's who. We'll get you anything with that evil smile.
Everybody's got a rum dealer on speed dial.
Hey, I wanna be a rock star. Singing sing those songs that offend the censor. Popping my pills from a Pez dispenser. Rock stars don't do morning. Get washed up sailors writing all our songs. Get washed up sailors writing all our songs. Yeah, sing them every day so I don't get them wrong. We'll sing them just till morning. I just wanna be big rock stars, living hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We all stay skinny cause we just won't eat. And we'll hang out in the coolest bars and the VIPs with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary and today's who's who. We'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a rum dealer on speed dial. Hey, I wanna be a rock star.
He's got a rum dealer on speed dial.
Hey, I wanna be a rock star.
People tell me I ought to save my money so that I could be laid away in style in a walnut box with all the fancy trimming, vacuum sealed to keep me fresh a while. But send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home. Sell all my worldly possessions and buy yourself a case or two of Pabst. Let the empties be my memorial tombstone. Engrave them with this epitaph. Send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste the fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home. If I should die upon the eve of Christmas, just place my baggie by the Christmas tree. And when the children, they open all their goodies, the big surprise would be the death of me. Send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste the fancy coffin on my bones. Put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home. But maybe I am not bound for glory, but to that other place I would not choose. And if it seems that I'm headed in that direction, then an oven bag would be the thing to use. Send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste the fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home. Send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday. Let the sanitation local bear me home.
Send me to glory in a glad bag. John Biggs, right there, requested from the Mail of E. Let's jump right back to the phone lines and see what we see while we see it, while we be seeing what's seeing that she sees. Well, let's just get to see.
I would love to hear Pico and Sepulveda. Thank you.
and settle down in my La Brea. Settle down in my La Brea.
It was homecoming night at my high school. Everyone was there. It was totally cool. I was real excited. I almost wet my jeans. As my best friend Debbie was homecoming queen. She looked so pretty in pink chiffon. Riding the float with her tiara on. Holding this humongous bouquet in her hand. She looked straight out of Disneyland. You know, like the Cinderella ride? I mean, definitely an E-ticket. The crowd was cheering. Everyone was stoked. I mean, it was like the whole school was totally coked or something. The band was playing Evergreen. And all of a sudden, somebody screamed, "Look out! The homecoming queen's got a gun!" Everybody run. The homecoming queen's got a gun. Everybody run. The homecoming queen has got a gun. Debbie's smiling and waving her gun, picking off cheerleaders one by one. Oh, Buffy's pom-pom just flew to bits. Oh no, Mitzi's head just did the splits. God, my best friend's on a shooting spree. Stop it, Debbie, you're embarrassing me. How could you do what you just did? Are you having a really bad period? Everybody run. The homecoming queen's got a gun. Everybody run. The homecoming queen has got a gun. Stop, Debbie, you're making a mess. Got a burns all over your dress. An hour later, the cops arrived. By then, the entire Glee Club had died. No big loss. You wouldn't believe what they brought to stop her. Tear gas, machine guns, even a chopper.
Throw down your gun, SDR, and come out of the float.
Debbie didn't listen to what the cops said. She aimed and fired, and now the math teacher's dead. Oh, it's really sad, but kind of a relief. I mean, we had this big test coming up next week. Everybody run. The homecoming queen's got a gun. Everybody run. The homecoming queen has got a gun. Having a blast. She's wasting half of the class. The cops fired a warning shot that blew her off the float. I tried to scream duck, but it stuck in my throat. She hit the ground and did a flip. It was real acrobatic, but I was crying so hard I couldn't work my Instamatic. I ran down to Debbie. I had to find out what made her do it. Why'd she freak out? I saw the bullet had got her right in the ear. I knew then the end was near. So I ran down and I said in her good ear, "Debbie, why did you do it?" She raised her head, smiled, and said, "I did it for Johnny." Johnny? Well, like, who's Johnny? Answer me, Debbie, who's Johnny? Does anybody here know Johnny? Are you Johnny? There was one guy named Johnny, but he was a total geek. He always had food in his braces. And answer me, Debbie. Who's Johnny? Oh, God, this is like that movie, Citizen Kane, you know, where you later find out Rosebud was a sled, but we'll never know who Johnny was because, like, she's dead. Everybody run. The homecoming queen's got a gun. Everybody run. The homecoming queen has got a. Everybody run. Everybody run. The homecoming queen has got
Well, there be. Oh, homecoming queen has got a gun. That's from Julie Brown. Classic from when I was growing up. I think that's what helped shape us into the people that we today. A good proper pirate has to have many things in his life to be a proper influence. And before that, we also had the Roto-Rooter Good Time Christmas Band with Pico and Sepulvia. We're going to be going straight to the commercials when we come back. We'll be having more of the Final 40, which be the request driven. Remember, 1-323-432-8346. And when we come back, we'll also be dealing with the witching hour. Be prepared. Make sure you're daft or deaf.
Back to present ancient Chinese pantomime, just for fun of it, Jello tonight. Back to present small Chinese type baby, waiting for dessert. Chinese mother bling baby, Jello, famous Western delicacy. Poor Chinese baby. He unable to tell if this Jello is strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, lime, apple, black raspberry, black cherry, or grape. Jello come in all 10 flavors. Poor Chinese baby. But Chinese mother bling baby, great Western invention. Spoon. Spoon was invented for eating Jello. Baby find this is grape Jello. Deep, dark, delicious new flavor. Chinese baby very happy. So end ancient Chinese pantomime. Is pretty good commercial, no?
Hi, my name is Alfred Sneasley, and when I go to Heroes Comic Shop on 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York, I'm always greeted with a big smile from Jared.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, how are you today?
And his selection of comics and graphic novels, it's just amazing. I mean, it's what I always dreamed I could be. And he always treats me like the hero I am inside.
I don't just read about the heroes, I become the hero! At Heroes Comic Shop, I become the hero Mom always wanted me to be!
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Now up and away!
We're back, and the phone lines have been ringing off the hook. It's a wonderful thing, except now I found out my car insurance can be reinstated. My car insurance needs update, and there's a warranty that's ready to expire on my car insurance for my car. Now all I need to do is get ship insurance, for I don't have a car. That shows them. But I did find out that Microsoft needs to be updated. All I had to do was give them control of the computers. So I gave them my neighbor's computer to control. Well, I've been powering it anyways, so why not let someone else play with it for a while? Right back to the phone lines, shall we go?
I would like to request Dungeons and Dragons and kick-ass magic missiles. Where are the Cheetos?
Dungeons and Dragons. Satan's game. Your children, like it or not, are attracted in their weaker years to the occult. And a game like D&D fuels their imagination and makes them feel special while drawing them deeper and deeper into the bowels of El Diablo. This afternoon, the Dead Alewives Watchtower invites you to sit in on an actual gaming session. Observe the previously unobservable as a hidden camera takes you to the inner sanctum of Dungeons and Dragons.
Gallstaff, you have entered the door to the north. You are now by yourself, standing in a dark room. The pungent stench of mildew emanates from the wet dungeon walls.
Where are the Cheetos?
They're right next to you.
I cast a spell. Where's the Mountain Dew?
In the fridge, duh!
I want to cast a spell.
Can
I have a Mountain Dew?
Yes, you can have a Mountain Dew, just go get it.
I can cast any of these, right? On the list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room?
I want to cast Magic Missile. A room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet.
I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Fine. You attack the darkness. There's an elf in front of you.
Whoa!
That's me, right?
He's wearing a brown tunic, and he has gray hair and blue eyes.
No, I don't. I have gray eyes.
Let me see that sheet.
Well, it says I have blue, but I decided I wanted gray eyes.
Whatever. Okay, you guys can talk to each other now if you want.
Hello.
Hello.
I am Gallstaff, Sorcerer of Light.
Then how come you had to cast Magic Missile?
you guys are being attacked.
Do I see that happening?
No, you're outside by the tavern.
Cool, I get drunk.
There are 7 ogres surrounding you.
How could they surround us? I had Mordenkainen's magical watchdog cast.
No, you didn't.
I'm getting drunk. Are there any girls there?
I totally did. You asked me if I wanted any equipment before this adventure, and I said no. But I need material components for all my spells, so I cast Mordenkainen's faithful watchdog.
But you never actually cast it.
Roll the dice to see if I'm getting drunk.
Yeah, you are.
Are there any girls there?
Yeah.
I did, though. I completely said when you asked me.
No, you didn't. You didn't actually say that you were casting the spell, so now there's ogres, okay?
Ogres? Man, I got an ogre slaying knife. It's got a +9 against ogres.
You're not there. You're getting drunk.
Okay, but if there's any girls there, I want to do them.
There you have it. A frightening look into America's most frightening pastime. Remember that it's not your children's fault that they're being drawn into a satanic world of nightmare. It's their gym teacher's fault for making them feel outcast when they couldn't do one single pull-up.
Good morning, class. Good morning, class.
Thank you. As you know, your regular teacher, Sister Rosetta Stone, is on a small vacation. However, she does send her love and these finger paintings and dust cloths she's making. I am your substitute teacher, Sister Mary Elephant. Class, attention, class. Shut up! Thank you. Young man, now give me that knife.
Hey, give me a match, somebody.
Thank you.
Hey, I need a...
Now, class, you all know who I am, so let's find out who you are.
Far out, man.
Thank you.
Hey, come on, man.
Now, class, Sister Rosetta has informed me that your assignment for the last 2 months has been to write an essay entitled How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Who would like to read theirs before the class? Class? Shut up! Thank you. Young man in the first row, stand up, state your name, and read your essay.
Who, me?
Yes, read your essay, please.
I don't have it finished yet, man.
Well, then read what you have, young man.
The first day, my vacation. What I did on my summer vacation. The first day of my vacation, I woke up. Then I went downtown to look for a job. Then I hung out in front of the drugstore. The second day of my summer vacation, Hey, lend me your book, I woke up. Then I went downtown to look for a job. I gotta go to the can. Then I hung out in front of the drugstore. Hey! The third day of my summer vacation, Hey, elephant! I woke up.
That's fine.
Then I
young
went
man.
downtown to look for a job.
That's fine, young
Then
man.
I got a job.
Young man.
Keeping people from hanging
Young
out
man.
in front of the drugstore.
Young man.
Fourth day of
Thank you.
I still gotta go to the can, man.
Now, class, I have a surprise for you. I'm going to read you some poems out of this lovely book of poetry. The sun kisses the morning skies. The birds kiss the butterflies. The dew kisses the morning grass. Class! Wake up!
I gotta go to the can, man.
We had Sister Mary Elephant there by Cheech and Chong. We've got something, a nice little treat for ye. Came in by the man of E. Requesting Yoda by Weird Al Yankovic.
I met him in a swamp down in Dagobah, where it bubbles all the time like a giant carbonated soda. A soda, soda. I saw the little runt sitting there on a log. I asked him his name and in a raspy voice he said Yoda. Why Yoda? Yoda. Well, I've been around, but I ain't never seen a guy who looks like a Muppet, but he's wrinkled and green. Oh, my Yoda. Yoda. Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand how he can lift me in the air just by raising his hand. Oh, my Yoda. 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 Well, I left home just a week before, and I never ever been a Jedi before. But Obi-Wan, he sent me straight to Force. He said, go to Yoda and he'll show you the Force. And I'm not the kind that would argue with him, so it looks like I'm going to start all over again with my Yoda. 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 So I used the Force. I picked up a box. I lifted some rocks while I stood on my head. But I won't forget what Yoda said. It said, Luke, stay away from the darker side, and if you start to go astray, let the Force be your guide. Oh, my Yoda. Yoda. I know Darth Vader's really got you annoyed, but remember, if you kill him, then you'll be unemployed. Oh, my Yoda. Yoda. Well, I heard my friends really got the mess, so I'm gonna have to leave Yoda, I guess. But I know that I'll be coming back someday. Now the band is parked and I'm old and gray, cause a long-term contract I had to sign, and I'll be making these movies till the end of time with my Yoda. 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 Yoda.
There are things when you dress that you put on your toes. There are boys who wear tubes and girls who wear hose. If you want to keep me warm when the freezing cold wind blows, don't give me your love and forget it. Just give me a pair of those. I want your socks. I want your socks. I'll wear them on my feet. I'll show them to my friends, 'cause I like the feel of that Dacron polyester blend. Argyle or cotton, wool or gold toe. When you tell me I got a foot fetish, then I tell you that I'll smell them, but you still say no. I swear I won't stretch them, won't pull out the threads. My puppy won't chew them or rip them to shreds. Tell me who has been putting his toes in your holes? Have you been a patient of that heel Dr. Scholl's? I want your socks. I want your socks. They're comfortable.
Socks.
Elasticals.
Socks.
They're darnable.
Socks.
They're made of wool.
Knitted.
But most of all, one size fits all. Socks are something that we should wear.
Socks are something that come in pairs.
Socks are thin and socks are thick. You can even wear one on your hand. Socks are washable when they're done. Socks get lost
One by one.
Socks. I need a podiatrist. Socks. I need a chiropodist. Socks. I need a pedicurist. Socks. I have a bunion. Ow! What's your definition of dirty, baby? When do you consider doing laundry? Don't you know I love to play footsie, baby? Don't you think it's time you gave socks to me? Ow! Socks to me. Put them on.
There be. Hi, the Iceman. I want your socks. That's a pair you just can't be doing without. From there, we are going to slide right on over to Tom Lehrer's Silent E, a true thing of beauty.
Who can turn a can into a cane? Who can turn a pan into a pane? It's not too hard to see, it's Silent E. Who can turn a cub into a cube? Who can turn a tub into a tube? It's elementary for Silent E. He took a pin and turned it into a pine. He took a twin and turned him into twine. Who can turn a cap into a cape? Who can turn a tap into a tape? A little glob becomes a globe instantly if you just add Silent E. He turned a damn alakazam into a dame, but my friend Sam stayed just the same. Who can turn a man into a mane? Who can turn a van into a vein? A little hug becomes huge instantly. Don't add W, don't add X, and Don't add Y or Z, just add silent E.
I've stated once, and I'll state it again. By staying here with the captain's quarters, you can become more educated every time you listen to one of our songs, or one of their stand-ups, or anything else here. That's the beauty of comedy. There's more education in comedy than there be in almost anything else, except for education. Well, you'll be understanding what it is. Oh boy, sounds like she's coming here. The witching hour is upon us. Beware!
Okay, Bobby. Molly and me, we've been working on this fantastic song and dance routine for you guys, and we got the special dresses and everything. Hey,
You do realize this be radio, right?
Enjoy this one. I singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
That'd be a little tap dance for radio.
Glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I walk down the lane, with smile on my face, the sun in my heart, eyes ready for love. Let the stormy cloud chase everyone from the place. Cowards, I'm out in the rain, with smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane, with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain.
Well, that was something truly to behold. I do believe we've been tortured well enough. Good night.
So just chill till the next episode.